A close friend of one of the victims of Tuesday's crossbow killings tells ITV News that regulations should be tightened. Carol Hunt and her daughters Hannah and Louise were found dead at their home earlier this week. As a 26-year-old man is arrested, Louise's friend calls for a change in weapons law.
Quite frankly, I didn't even know they were legal, so I don't think anything that can kill or hurt someone should be legal.
Also ahead, new details after human remains were found on a Bristol bridge. Police in London are now leading the manhunt. And
ladies and gentlemen, President Putin.
After mixing up the Russian and Ukrainian leaders, can Joe Biden's run for a second term survive his latest high-profile gaffes?
Also from me, a little later, the build-up to Sunday's Euros final live here in Germany. So what price a ticket? The desperate scramble for England fans wanting their front row seat to history.
My sole focus for 2 years has been winning this tournament.
Manager Gareth Southgate on the long road to Berlin and beyond. Plus,
it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home, it's coming.
Singing England's praises, how a nation is preparing, with shops shutting early and pubs staying open late.
This is the ITV Evening News with Lucrezia Millarini in the studio and Mary Nightingale in Berlin.
Good evening. A close friend of Louise Hunt, who was killed along with her mother and sister in a crossbow attack in Hertfordshire, has told ITV News such weapons should not be legal. Mia Gronimati described Louise as the most amazing friend and said her death doesn't feel real. It came as police arrested Louise's former partner on suspicion of murder. Well, Mia spoke to Chloe Keedy. Some other news now. 4 migrants have died after their boat capsized while trying to cross the English Channel. The French Coast Guard say 63 people were rescued. The Home Secretary described the 4 deaths as awful. The government has announced plans to release thousands of prisoners after serving just 40% of their sentence. It's to stem overcrowding in jails. The most violent offenders, sex offenders and those behind bars for domestic abuse will not be eligible. And more than 1,800 jobs are at risk at Carpetright, with the flooring firm set to appoint administrators. Orders will continue to be fulfilled by the company, but refunds are currently not being offered. To the United States now, where more embarrassing gaffes from Joe Biden have placed him under even greater pressure to quit as presidential candidate. The 81-year-old mistakenly introduced Ukraine's President Zelensky as Russia's President Putin, and he muddled up his own vice president, calling her Donald Trump. Here's our US correspondent, Dan Rivers. Now, with thoughts turning to this weekend's big match, it is time to join Mary in Berlin for all the build-up.
Yes, Lucrezia, plenty more to come from here tonight, including the England boss Gareth Southgate speaks to our sports editor about a roller coaster tournament.
I understand the demands of the job. We've held our nerve, held belief, and during which we've improved and learned as a team.
Berlin bound, thousands of fans flocked to Germany for the final, and how a nation back home could be on the cusp of footballing history. Well, do join me for that and more right after this break. See you then. Hello again. Good evening from a grey and damp Berlin, where in just a little over 48 hours' time, England's men will play their first ever major final on foreign soil. It is a chance for the players and indeed the manager to write their names in the history books. Gareth Southgate has told ITV News that he and the squad are fully focused on the match and it's too soon to think about his future. He spoke to our sports editor, Steve Scott. Oh, good luck, England. And you can get more football tonight here on ITV1. England's women play the Republic of Ireland in a Euro qualifier. Coverage starts at 7:30. News at 10 follows that. For now, from me and all the team in Berlin and everyone in London. Bye-bye.
Today we'll see warmer temperatures moving in from the east, especially around tea time. Heinz Beans sponsors ITV National Weather.